So this question here, it's down 160 in 85. I draw in my principal axes, which is 30 degrees. I then develop the true shape here on this side here, and I bring down the projections of this triangle here, and I develop that there as well. Next step I have to do now is I have to put in the plan. So I'm just going to draw in the two circles here first. One circle is has a diameter 84, so it's going to be 42, and the other circle is 23. So I'm going to measure off here 42. And 42 to get the center where I draw my circle. And the first circle I'm going to draw in is 42, radius 42. And this is going to be a very light circle because it's hidden detail. Next one is radius 23. So there are my two circles. The next thing I can put in then is I can put in the rest of the drawing here. So it's going to be 38 mil here either side. And 38 here. It's going to be a heavy line. Next thing then I can put in this here, which is going to be 10 mil by 10, so it's going to be 5 mil either side of the centre line. And that's also in 10 mil. This is the dashed line as well. And these curves here will be dashed because they can't be seen. So that's my plan drawn. Then to move on to my elevation. It's going to be 84 wide as well, so I can mark off 84 here. And I can also mark off 42 because that's the centre. So the next step then is measure up 45 Axonometric drawn backwards and heavy. So this is here. I can also measure up, measure down 25 from here. That there's 23, so 23 either side of that. That measure up 45 and 10. And 10. And 5 mil then either side for this here. And the very last part then is just put the angle piece on the top. For this question, the first thing I'm going to start off with is the roof, because the roof is going to cover part of these circles. So I'm going to start off with the roof. I'm going to bring up this point here. I'm going to 45 or bring this back here and this point here back. And I have a point here and a point here, which are those 2 points. Next step, I'm going to do the same for here. Bring up the line. Point here. Point there. So I have 2 points here. And then to the top point, bring a straight line up from here. And a straight line from here. That's my top point there. Get the top point to the back, I do the same thing, bring it straight up. That'll give me that top point here, and the points then at the back. can bring straight lines up, and a straight line up from here. I have this point here as well. Point there as well. I also can draw a line from here to here. So on this line I'm going to have this upright stand, so I'm going to bring this point across and this point. And what I get then, I get 2 points here, one here and one here. And a stand will go as far as here. So I can bring up a point now from my elevation. And this here will give me my stand in front. And now I'm going to get the inside of this point here, so that's going to be it there. And I'm going to bring a straight line up. And it's going to be along this line here, so that's the point there. And there's also going to be part of this one here as well, this upright. So I'm going to project straight line up from there, and it's going to go from here to here, and project another straight line up here. And then we'll also have one here at the back as well. There's my two uprights. Next part I have to do then is get the curves. To get the curves, first thing I do is I have to divide up my circle using my 60-degree set square. And I'm going to label the points. Label this 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I've labeled those points. The next thing I need to do, I need to get the heights from here. So I'm going to take the height here between 6 and 7, 8, 9. I have 3 heights here, and I'm going to call this A, B, and C. They're my 3 heights, or 3 widths. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to have to mark off these widths then. C. So I'll mark that off there, and I can mark it off on the side here as well. So I have these marks here now. Now I'm going to have a curve at the bottom, and I'm also going to have a curve at the top. So these 2 points here, this point here is going to be 9 and 3. This here is going to be 8 and 4. This is going to be 7 and 5. This point here is going to be 6. 10 and 2. 11 and 1, and this here on the edge is going to be 12. I'm also going to have a curve here up the very top, so I'm just going to transfer these points up to the top curve. That's 6, 7, 5. Okay, the next step I have to do now is just start off with drawing the curve. So I'm going to start off with this top curve that's going to go here. So I'm going to start off with number 12. So if I draw a line 30 degrees, straight up here. This point here is number 12. Now 11 and 1 are going to be on the next line that I draw. It's 11 and 1 is going to be on this line here. See, a lot of this curve won't be seen. 10 and 2 is the next curve points. Ten, 9, 3 here. And I continue on. So I have 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Now to get 5, 5 is on the same line as 7, so if I bring a straight line up from 5, that there is 5. 4 is going to be on the same line as 8. 3 is going to be on the same line as 9. There's 3. So that there, what I have is the top curve. And I'm just going to draw in the curve now. That's the top curve there. The next curve I want to get then is the curve at the bottom. And what you'll find is a lot of the lines that I have brought up here can be reused again. So I'm just going to, this here is 6. That's 6. 7 and 5 are going to be on this line here. 7, there's 5. 8 and 4 are going to be on this line here. 9 and 3 are going to be on this line here. Ten and 2 are going to be on this line. I draw in my curve. So the very last thing now I have to put in is there's like a slight little well here, slight another cylinder, so I have to divide up this curve and I get the following points here as well. So I get these points, another set of points here on this curve here. And what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take measurements for these here, so I'm just going to take measurements here. There's my widths. So I'm just going to call this D, E, F. These are my widths. The next thing I need to do, I need to transfer these dimensions here, D, E, F. So I'm going to start off here, and I'm going to mark them off here. I'm going to do it for left and right because it's going to be the same. So this here is D, E, F. So I have some new marks here. These are my new marks. These are for to relate to the different curves. And the next step, I can transfer these marks up to this view here. I'm going to have a curve at the top and a curve at the bottom. So these are my marks here, 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 here. So I'm going to label these points here again. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this point here is 9 and 3. So they're going to be the same as I've labelled previously. So to get point 12, I'm going to bring up a straight line here for 12. And this is going to be the point here for 12. And this is the point here for 12 down at the bottom. So I have 2 points. That's a point, and that there is a point for 12. I should have 2 points because I have a curve at the top and a curve at the bottom. Next step then I bring up a point for 11. So this here is the point for 11 here. There. And here. Bring up point 10. And bring up a point for 9. You're going to have a lot of lines. This here is 9. So far we have 9, 10, 11 and 12. Some of this curve won't be seen because it's going to be covered. So I'm just going to put this in there very lightly. It's 12, 11, 10 and 9. Just the curve at the top. So I'm just going to focus on the top curve at the top. So this point here is going to be 8. Point here now for 7. And 6 here. So 7 and 5 are on the same line, so if we bring a straight line up here, we get a point. It's 5. If we bring a straight line up then from 4, where that crosses line, it's 4 here. It's 4 and 5. 3 is going to be on the same line as 9. That's 3. So what I can do now, I can draw in my curve. Heavy. It's going to go from 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I'm also going to have an inner curve as well. And they're going to be on the set lower points here as well. So mostly down here at the bottom. So it's going to go from 12 to 3. So bring up 1. This here is 1. One is on that line. Here comes 1. So that here is 1. 2 is on this line here. 2 is going to be here. There's 2. It's 2. It's 1. And then 3. So 3 is going to be. You can see here 12, 1, 2, 3, so that's what I'm going to see here. And 3 is just ending up here. That's the question completed. There's a lot of lines, so you need to be as neat as you possibly can.